Hi, I'm Chelsea Bosarge, and today we're sitting down with Kaylee Perez, and we're going to get a little bit of an insight of what it's like to be in a facility in Alabama for mental health. So Kaylee, what are your initial thoughts on the mental health care system in Alabama?
My thoughts on the healthcare in Alabama, I think they definitely need improvement. They I guess they kind of do what they need to, but I don't think they do it at the level that it could.
So when was it that you actually went in for help?
So I've always really struggled, but it wasn't until, I had a situation come up with family when it was a year ago. So it was a year and a couple weeks ago, actually, that I realized that I needed to seek professional help, that what I was doing just wasn't enough.
So in your opinion, was it effective?
I wouldn't say it wasn't effective. It was more of, I guess, getting away from my problems and getting in an environment where I could be level-headed, speak to professionals. That was good. My psychiatrist was really good, but the environment itself was not. They didn't really give you much to do. It made you feel really inhumane. I kind of felt like I was just trapped in like a cage. Kind of like if you were in prison. It kind of felt like that. I wasn't allowed to go outside. I had to eat on a strict schedule. If I got hungry, there was nothing to do. If I got thirsty, there was nothing I could do. It was very restrictive, and it made you feel very inhumane. It just, at the end of the day, I did get out of my state, and they did help me, but it also kind of made me feel crazier, like, for the week or two when I left. I felt a bit crazier than when I went in, just because of how they treat you there, I would say.
How likely are you to recommend this kind of care to, other people in need?
I think that if you are in dire need of care and this is one of your only options, I do believe that it is an option that you should take. At the end of the day, the psychiatrists there, they were really good. It was just, the environment and some of the workers. I would recommend it, I do believe. Maybe if you were just struggling with a little bit of anxiety, I would say, maybe seek out a therapist, do online therapy, in person, whatever is more convenient and easier for you. I wouldn't say go there necessarily if you didn't have to. But if it is a last resort, it's not horrible, it's just not good.
So are there any moments that you would like to particularly talk more on?
I do, let's see. I know that it was really, some stories for me is it was kind of hard to go so long without talking to my family and being completely isolated from the world. So a lot of the times I would have moments where I would just be really upset, really panicked from not talking to my family. You get 2 5-minute phone calls at like 9:30. So I know that I had a lot of struggles there, but I did get to read a lot, and that helped me out. I remembered, reading has always been an outlet for me, so it reminded me of my love for reading, and I've recently started reading when I get stressed. But as far as stories go, it was just kind of, a bunch of people who just really needed help and guidance, and they didn't get exactly what they needed there, so it was just a bit chaotic at times.
So does the help that you received still affect you today?
It does. Like I said, I've recently picked up reading, and that's helped a lot. They did give me some medication there that has helped. For when I have really stressful moments and I have panic attacks, I can take that, and that's helped as well. My psychiatrist, he made a big impact on me. He was very sweet. He talked through a lot of stuff with me. I keep some of the things that he told me throughout every day when I get stressed. But besides that, I think that would be pretty much it. Just a lot of the things that keep me going is remembering how isolating it was in there, and remembering, hey, at least in day-to-day life, I have some type of freedom, because in there you have no freedom.
So in what ways do you feel like Alabama's mental health care system could be improved?
That, for one, if they paid the people who work there more, they would actually care more about their job. More people would want to be in it, which means that it can be more exclusive to the people who actually care. I believe that it should be easier to report people, because I did have to report 2 people who worked there for being really rude and just being heartless towards us and treating us like we did something wrong to be there. And when I was asking for the papers, they were like, oh, we can't do that. We can't give that to you. We don't have that. They lied. So I think that there should definitely be something there. Makes it easier for patients to speak up about wrongdoings that's done to them. I think that there should be a bit more freedom. We should be able to do a bit more. I think there should be more phone calls with family, as long as, it's all monitored and everything. And I think as long as your psychiatrist and your therapist think that that's okay and healthy for you, I think you should be able to do that, because I know that hurt me a lot personally. I think they should include more activities, a larger selection of books. I had to read the Amish retelling of Cinderella because that was the only option that we had. And, I think that maybe some more schools, when they get rid of books, they could donate them there or something to help us do better with that. And they definitely need to add comfier beds, because those were pretty awful. You already have to sleep with the lights on. At least give me something to work with,
Right.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your insight and telling us a little bit about how our care system is here in Alabama.
Yeah, no problem. I love spreading the word and making sure that there is more representation for us, because, there's nothing wrong with us. We just have, struggles. We just need a little bit more help than others. So, anytime I get a chance to speak out and, represent people and show you, like, hey, you're not alone. We all struggle. People, may express it different ways. They may feel it in different ways, but it's definitely real. It's definitely something that we all feel, and there's definitely absolutely no shame in it. And if I can spread that and help get the word out, then, hey, at least I'm, maybe helping someone.
Thank you so much for that.